This is the 124th United States Open. We're in Pinehurst, North Carolina, and I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague Brian Keogh to discuss a dramatic day. Now, I just arrived at the media centre this morning when I was greeted by a very pleasant man from the United States Golf Association who wished me a happy championship Sunday. It's fair to say we've had a championship Sunday, but it's also fair to say I'm not very happy. In fact, in 34 years of sports writing, I'm not sure I have ever felt as sickened or as gutted by what we saw today, but what I saw today. How was it for you, Brian?
It was emotionally draining, that's all I can say, because it wasn't just for the back nine, the 2.25 hours the back nine, it was right from the word go. Right from the minute that McIlroy made that birdie at the first, you're sort of going, this could be something special today.
Yeah.
The way it ended.
Let's take it from the top, because when we left here last night, the new US Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau, had a 3-shot lead from Rory, Patrick Cantlay and Mathieu Pavon, and a 5-shot lead to Hideki Matsuyama and Ludwig Åberg. Now, it not quickly, Cantlay was in it for a while, but it soon became a 2-horse race or a head-to-head between DeChambeau and Rory. Brian, take it from the first hole and how that went back and forth.
Yeah, it was a shame they weren't playing together, because that would have been just Nicholas and Tom Watson and Turnberry type of stuff. But they were one behind the other, one group behind the other, and it was like a heavyweight contest, trading blows. So okay, what happened? Rory birdies the first. He's only 2 shots back. Bryson DeChambeau then bogeys the fourth. Rory's only 1 shot back. Rory bogeys the fifth. Okay, he's 2 back. Then Rory birdies the ninth. He turns for home, and he's only 1 behind. DeChambeau makes a great par save on the 8th. Massive fist pump. He's still 1 ahead. Rory birdies the 10th. He's level. Bryson DeChambeau birdies the 10th. He's 1 ahead. Rory birdies the 12th. Bryson DeChambeau makes bogey. Rory birdies 13. He's 2 ahead. And things are looking very interesting indeed.
Yeah, I had a dare to dream is the phrase, and I remember walking up 13 or walking off tour thinking, oh my God, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Like really getting the sense that this was going to be it. What happened after that, Brian?
Yeah, it was drivable today, the 13th. Got a ricochet off the stand, got it up and down. So DeChambeau sort of went, wow, he's really gunning today. He just said it in his press conference, like he said, Jesus, Rory's really put it up to me today. Yeah. Got to do something special here. Drove the green. Bryson DeChambeau birdies the 13th. He's 1 behind. But Rory bogeys the 15th, goes through the green. So they're tied again. Then Bryson DeChambeau hits it onto the 15th green. You're thinking he could make birdie here. Yeah. What does he do? He 3-putts.
Yeah.
So you're thinking this is looking very good for Rory. Who's 1 ahead.
1 ahead on 16.
Yeah. What does Rory do? 3 putts.
3 putts the
16th hole.
Yeah.
Misses from 2.5 feet.
Yeah.
You think he's holed 500 putts inside 5 feet on the PGA Tour this year.
Yeah.
First one he's missed. That was probably the key. I mean, I know he obviously bogeyed. He got up and down on the 17th.
But they're still level going to the 18th.
They're still level, yeah. So, Rory, he's been hitting the ball, driving the ball on a string all week.
Yeah.
Double crosses himself, goes left into the scrub, hacks it up to the front of the green, 30-yard pitch. Good shot. Well, you can't get it go past the hole there, and he went 3.5 feet past. So he left himself at 3.5 downhiller. Right. With a bit of left to right, misread it. Did he push it? Did he misread it? Okay. He aimed left to the hole, missed low, and suddenly DeChambeau, has a chance, par to win.
Right.
What does he do? He hasn't hit he's only hit 5 fairways all day. I mean, he's all over the place. He changed the head on his driver before he went out.
Right.
He's up the left, underneath the magnolia tree, up against a root almost. I think he hit the root, almost knocked a leaf off the tree with his backswing, taking a practice swing, which is fortunate for him. He hacks it up into the bunker. And because McIlroy has missed his par putt, he knows, okay, if I make 5 here, I've got a playoff.
Right.
Plays a fantastic bunker shot out, knocks in the putt. Second US Open win. I mean,
there was footage. I saw footage or a clip of Rory in the scorer's room as DeChambeau was holding the, as it turns out, winning putt. I mean, devastating. Doesn't come close to how he looked. I came back to the media centre. I watched Rory drive off. I came back to the media centre to a load of messages on my phone
Yeah.
and on Twitter specifically telling me, you've got to call this guy out. He's a bottler, choker, all the labels. Do your job. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. What I've got to say about this is of interest to nobody, particularly not me, but I am interested in the opinions of people who know the game and who love the game. I'm talking about Shane Lowry. Here's the message I got from Shane. Brutal fucking sport we play. Have never been so heartbroken for another sports person. Here's a text message exchange I had with Padraig Harrington. Padraig, hard one to take. Me, sickening. Padraig, Bryson got every break. Me, that's not what's hurting Rory now. Padraig, yes, but if Bryson didn't get those breaks, those missed putts wouldn't have mattered. Me, it's a brilliant, cruel, brutal game. I think that's why I love it. Padraig, it's why we do it, or actually why others won't do it, and that's the key. It takes guts.
Yeah.
It takes guts to put yourself in that position that Rory was in today, and to keep coming back and to keep trying.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to put your neck on the line is the thing. The guys that are so often in majors, what am I going to do? I'll disappear after 3 or 4 holes and I'll just hide for the rest of the tournament. Where was, Pavon, lovely player.
Yeah.
He's gone early. I mean, he was up there, with Rory.
Yeah.
There's other guys like that. Rory was there, put his neck on the line, obviously got it chopped off at the end. I mean, he's obviously, we all know about how long it's been since he won a major and how well he's played in them since.
Yeah.
So it's been tough. It's a tough one.
Brian, you've got some other reactions there, please.
Yeah. So anyway, Paul McGinley, obviously,
on the
Ryder
golf
Cup
channel.
player, played in many, many majors. He just said it's devastating, and it's a devastating loss for any player, not just Rory McIlroy. He says it's not about the talent. He said it comes down to a drop in focus. Through 13 holes, he's exactly where he wanted to be. Then he started second guessing himself, taking backing off shots, taking extra looks. He said, which he never does. Taking extra time over putts. That's pressure.
Yeah.
And that's what it does to you. And he succumbed to it.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
succumbed
fairly
to it.
blunt.
Yeah.
He succumbed to
He
it.
succumbed to it, yeah.
And Bryson,
there's nobody denying that. He's succumbed to it. Yeah.
He succumbed to the pressure.
Sure. And DeChambeau was quite generous.
Yeah, DeChambeau was generous. He says, look, this will fuel Rory's fire even more. He'll come back. He's going to do it. He's going to do it at some point, and he's looking forward to going toe to toe with him again.
Good. Well, we hope so. Shane. Shane knows what this feels like. He lost the US Open. He's the 4-shot leader. I remember talking to him after that, and how tough it is to get back on the horse, to get out of bed, to face the world. I mean, this is going to be really, really, really hard to take. But we wish Roy the best, and we thank him because, as I said, that's why I love the sport so much. It's got everything. Really.
Yeah. I mean, they were talking about DeChambeau's box office, and Rory McIlroy's box office. And when he comes out, he didn't talk to the media afterwards. A few of the colleagues and lads are sort of a bit disappointed that he didn't say something. But whether he plays next week or not, he'll come back and he'll give an honest opinion.
I think he's given us enough over the years.
I think so. Yeah.
We'll certainly give him a pass tonight because that was a tough one. Right, let's finish, please, Brian, with Shane and Tom McKibben, who both had good days today.
Yeah. Shane played fantastically well again today. 69 plus 4, tied 19, top 20 finish. I mean, he was 5 over after 12 holes.
Right.
Feeling a little bit raw after last Sunday. He talked about it already. The 85, lowest point of his career. Played extremely well for the last 60 holes, and he really, take those first 12 holes out of it, he would have had a sniff. So he was pretty happy with the way he played.
Right.
Tom McKibben got a great draw. This world number 1 Scotty Scheffler went shot for shot with him. 1 over 71, tied for 41st in his first major. I beg your pardon. 1 over 71, tied for 41st with Scheffler, which is very similar to Rory McIlroy in his first. He was 42nd. So a fantastic week
for two boys.
Good week for him to measure up and see where he stands. Sort of said, my iron play wasn't quite up to it. These lads, so I know what I have to do, and looking forward to maybe one of these days having a go myself, because he was coming off the 18th green. Rory's the big roar for Rory. DeChambeau and Pavon are going off the 18th. So he got a feel for the whole thing.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you soon.